Did the former governor of Abia State, Orji Uzor Kalu, form a group or a militant group known as Autopilot, has been alleged by Emma Powerful, the spokesperson of the Indigenous People of Biafra? The former governor of Abia State has denied this allegation. He said he never formed any militant group, as was being alleged by Emma Powerful. Now, this is interesting because this allegation has pitched IPOB with Orji Uzor Kalu. We're going to talk about more about this issue after you watch the video, and we'll come back so that we'll be able to understand what is really going on between Orji Uzor Kalu and IPOB. Watch.
I've never had this name. I've never had any name like this, and I cannot sponsor anything. I was governor. I established the Bakassi, and the Bakassi was in charge. I think these kids should take Nigeria serious and take Igbo people serious. They should stop doing these things they are doing. We should be tired of this faction. We should think on how to move forward, how to use political solution to sort out the Igbos in what we belong to in Nigeria. Nobody takes the Igbos serious when it comes to this kind of things. These guys should stop this old-fashioned way of doing these things. I think they should now find a way on how they can put back Igbo in the map of Nigeria. Please, this is what I think. I don't want to, Dr. Akwati, to waste my time in answering frivolous questions with you. I thought you have invited me to your program to discuss things that are very visible, not that I'm no history in the world have me as a leader of any other thing than being governor of Abia State.
Okay.
Those, if the Emma Powerful is alive, he should come onto me with you in a program and tell me where I establish Autopilot. What is called Autopilot? I don't understand. I've never had that name before. That you are saying it today, and I want these boys to take serious their ways and know that Igbo people have suffered a lot on what they are doing in Igbo land. It is not acceptable at all to anybody. Okay. Because this is old fashion of doing things. They think on how to make peace. They think on how to bring out Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They should think about tomorrow and think about people that lost their lives and families that they lost their lives. Those families are not happy, but they don't want to talk.
Okay,
so they should think about these things. It's more important than any other thing.
Okay, sir.
I want you next time you will invite me, bring that Emma Powerful, whatever he calls his name, let him sit line on line and explain to Nigerians what he meant by what he's saying, please.
Okay, Senator. Okay, let's look
at... That was Orji Uzor Kalu, the former governor of Abia State, and the senator representing Abia North, denying being involved with anything known as Autopilot, a militant group, which he was alleged to have been behind by Emma Powerful, the spokesperson of the Indigenous People of Biafra. Now, how did Orji Uzor Kalu get into this situation where he's having back and forth with IPOB? I think the problem of Orji Uzor Kalu started after Mnamdi Kanu was sentenced. Mnamdi Kanu is the detailed leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, who was renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria in 2021 by the Buhari administration. An action that has been declared a violation of international law by both Kenyan court and the United Nations Human Rights Council. So, when he was sentenced recently to life imprisonment and was kept at the correctional center in Sokoto, in northwest Nigeria, in an interview that Orji Uzor Kalu granted Channels Television, he was he said so many things about the sentencing of Kalu, and that and claimed that over 30,000 people had been allegedly killed as a result of IPOB activities in the southeast, and was visibly angry that people are not talking about these 30,000 people that were allegedly killed as a result of IPOB activities in the southeast. Okay, that number is really huge, and the IPOB challenged him to bring out where he got that data from and all that, and there have been back and forth between them. Okay, and if you look at the data that is available from Inter-Society, Amnesty International and all that, there are different stories or documented proofs by Amnesty International about the killings in the southeast Nigeria. Some of it, most of it, in fact, by Amnesty International is talking about that it's been allegedly perpetrated by security agents who are in the southeast to stop the agitation by the IPOB. But when Orji Uzor Kalu came up with his data, the IPOB felt there was a need to respond to him. And since that time, there had been back and forth between himself and the IPOB who were not happy about the claims that Orji Uzor Kalu made on Channels Television, insisting that over 30,000 people had been killed as a result of IPOB activities. And he was also talking about how the IPOB activities have ruined economic activities in the southeast. The southeast has been destroyed. Economic activities are no longer going on in the southeast. And he narrated how people are losing money and all that. So IPOB felt that there's a need for them to respond to him, which apparently was what Orji Uzor Kalu did there in that interview with Ruben Abati of Arise TV, doing his best to say that he knew nothing about any autopilot or any militant group in the southeast, or when he was governor. Said that the only thing he knew that he was associated with was that he formed the Bakassi. The Bakassi as a security outfit to help restore security in Abia State at that time. Of course, we know when Orji Uzor Kalu was governor, it's not only in the Abia that they had Bakassi. There were Bakassi in Anambra and other parts of Southeast that time because of armed robbery and what have you. But what is interesting is that Orji Uzor Kalu has picking a fight with IPOB. I don't know what was his intention about picking that fight. You would expect him to be more circumspect, especially given the fact that he had been among those who say that they are working for Mnamdi Kanu to be released. Don't forget, Orji Uzor Kalu is among the lawmakers from the southeast, including the governors that used to tell people that they are working to find a political solution to the Mnamdi Kanu problem. So how did Orji Uzor Kalu lead to the level where he's now exchanging words with IPOB? I would have expected him, since he used to say that he is among the leaders of Southeast who are working behind the scene, talking to President Tinubu behind the scene for Mnamdi Kanu to be released through political solution. He shouldn't have brought himself to the level where he is now addressing the press denying allegation from IPOB spokesperson and all that. That's where I think he missed the mark. Being a senator representing Abia North, and who also claimed that he's one of the top politicians from the southeast. If truly he was part of those looking for political solution to ensure that Mnamdi Kanu is released, he ought to have avoided going about granting interview, talking about the detention of the sentencing of Mnamdi Kanu, and just be walking behind the scene that he says he's working on to see a political solution. Because basically a lot of people say, why can't there be political solution? After all over the country, we are seeing issues of this nature being addressed through political solution. Why is that his own going to be different and all that? But Orji Uzor Kalu, instead of concentrating on the political solution, he said that he had been using back channels to be talking to the president. He's now on national television exchanging words with IPOB, the group that Mnamdi Kanu is leading. I don't know what you think about Orji Uzor Kalu's continuous back and forth in the media with IPOB. But whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.